Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now today I've been down to my local antique shop and bought some lovely British silver coins. There are a few 500 grade silver ones, but they are mainly sterling silver British coins. And so, without any further ado, let's have a look at all the silver coins that I bought at the antique shop this week. So, as usual, I've put all the coins in this box, and I'll give you a sneak peek before we go through one by one from worst to the best. Whoa, that was a very quick sneak peek there. You may have seen though, the first coin will show the worst in my opinion. I did buy some silver threepences. So there's much better coins, but I'll rattle through the silver threepences to start off with. So let's begin with a little bit of a zoom in, going through. These are all sterling. We have first a 1919, and these all cost me just £1 each, so a pretty good deal for the silver, which is why I bought them. We have a 1917, again, George V. We have 1913, World War I era again, with George V. Bit dirty, that one. We have next up 1918, very nice, again George V. Next up George V, 1914. Next up George V, 1918. Next up 1914, George V. There we go. Three more, because there's 10 that I bought for £10. We have next up a 1918 again, George V. Then penultimate one is this one, 1912, a little earlier, but still, of course, George V. And then the final one is this one here, 1902, which is Edward VII. So there we go. 10 silver threepences for £1 each, £10 for this is here. And this is 13 grams of silver for £10. It's not terrible. And I'll add it in now to my sterling silver tub or trough or box, whatever you like to call it. So here we are, we'll open it up. As you know, I'm sure, we have 50% to this side and sterling to this side. So we can now add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 silver threepences, 13 extra grams of silver into the sterling silver side of this box. Very nice. And now on to the better coins, beginning with two more that I bought just for the silver, and then the ones that are more numismatic and collectible and very nice. So I'll leave this here to give you a clue what they are. Next up we have this coin here. And this is a very nice condition coin, but it is just for the bullion weight. It is a 1935 sixpence piece. A great coin, George Kruger Gray design of the reverse, and here we have again George V by Bertram McKennell to the obverse. So a cool coin containing 1.414 grams of silver, again bought for just £1. So again, just good price silver to add in, this time to the 50% trough, as of course is after 1920, and they're 0.500 silver from then on. And then the final one of silver value, the others are silver but just not bought because of that. The final one for that is this one here, a larger coin. These are all nice coins, and although they are in here for silver, some of them do hold still a numismatic value, especially ones in the sterling side. But for now, into the silver trough will go this. This is a 1928 1 florin. So, a nice coin. You have the 4 crown scepters with shields around and the central G there, milling on the edge. And again, King George V to the obverse there. So a cool coin, overall, but just because I do have it in my date run already, as I already have, this one will go into the doubles, into the 50% silver tray. Very cool, very nice. So let's close that up, zoom back out, and now move on to some of the ones I bought for their collectible value for my date runs and for my wider collection. Beginning with another florin, we'll zoom back in for this. This is a lovely design, not the best condition, florin from 1897, as we can see there, 1897. But it is very worn, not very worn, but heavily worn and a bit damaged. The design though is still visible. We can see the crown to the top there. Then have 2 scepters running through the design with 3 shields in the centre. An English shield with the 3 lions of England, a Scottish shield with the Scottish lion rampant, and then to the bottom, the Harp of Ireland for Ireland. The order of the Garter's rounds, and we can see the national flowers in between with the rose for England, thistle for Scotland, and chamois for Ireland. So a very sort of patriotic coin for the UK, with all the elements there, and then to the sides, 1 florin, 2 shillings, which is the value or denomination of this coin. This is of course a Queen Victoria coin, with the veiled head here designed by Thomas Brock, her final portrait during her reign, as she did die not many years after this being her Sapphire Jubilee, so 60 years on the throne, and then she reigned or 63 years and 7 months, as we all know. It's not too long left, one of our last and later coins, but still a very nice coin. This one is a bit damaged, a bit worn, but it is still a new date for my collection, so I'll add it in now to my florin date run. Very cool. Here we have the florin date run, and we'll zoom out to get a better look. There we are. So this is trade 2 of 3, running from 1892 up till 1930, was it 20? 1932 there. This is actually quite a rare one, up to 1932 for trade 2 of 3 for the florins. But we do notice we've got lots of dates filled, but 1897 is not filled. Well, now, of course, we can fill it with the coin here, as I say, 1897 florin, removing this bit of card, and adding the real deal, a nice Victorian florin, into my collection and to my date run. Very nice indeed. So there we go. Now on to the best coin, the best till last that I've saved. This coin cost me £28, and we can see what it is. 1898, very large, of course it is, an 1898 crown. So here it is. Now I love crowns. Let me start off with that. I do love a crown. This is not the best example of one, it must be said. There's a bit of a dirty mark here to the obverse, and the whole thing is a bit worn, and perhaps, well, I think actually, yes, a bit shined and a bit clean perhaps, but still overall, not, very thoroughly. You can see, zooming into the fields there, not very much damage at all from cleaning. There's a bit of, you can see damage to it, but it's not very severe. So here is the obverse, and again we have the veiled head portrait by Thomas Brock. Better condition though, because we can see TB, his initials, the designer's initials. We have a necklace there for Victoria, her earrings just being visible, her crown there, and of course the veil over that. The legend reading Victoria de Gra, Brit Regina Fid Def Indimp. So that means, of course, Victoria, by the grace of God, Queen of Britain, Defender of the Faith, Empress of India. The very royal and regal legend there. Then we'll start off with the edge here. We can see the edge does have milling on it, which is actually pretty good, because it's quite hard for the Royal Mint to do that today. They do charge quite a premium on their collectible coins that they managed to get an edge milling on. And of course, this is just for circulation. It just shows the craft and passion that the Royal Mint had back in the day to make absolutely beautiful coins, as this one is truly a work of art. The absolutely iconic and classic Benedetto Pesciucci, St. George and the Dragon design there to the reverse. The date, 1898. I can't remember the mintage off the top of my head. They're all fairly low. It's on screen there for you though, so you can see how rare it is and whether £28 was a good price for the coin. This weighs 28 grams, it's about £1 a gram, so it can't be too bad, because that isn't the terriblest premium to pay in the first place. But yeah, so just a lovely design there. We all know it very well. I won't explain it because, just looking at that, we can see the design very well. It's so beautiful. We have the letters there, BP for Benedetto Pesciucci, as I say, the designer, and the date, of course, 1898. For those wondering, the edge legend does read Decus et Tutamen Anno Regni, then Roman numerals here for the year of her reign. Let's get a bit of a zoom in going. Yeah, so I'm not sure what it says, I can't really read it. It's on screen there, because it will mean in English, an ornament and a safeguard in the, well, we can work it out, 1897 was 60, so an ornament and a safeguard in the 61st year of Victoria's reign. So there we go. A lovely coin. I've talked too long about it, but I can't just help. I could talk about this all day and just feel it, because I do love a good crown. But there is one thing better than a good crown, and that is a collection of good crowns. So this is 1898, is a new date for my for my crown date run. So I'll bring in the crown tray. Here we are, there it is. So as you can see, it does start with some of the, Cooper nickel and 50% ones. But the main part of the date runs we can see there is the crowns of sterling composition, the best ones. So there we go, 1898. Now if we look, let's zoom in here. Where will it go and what do we have? So we have 1894, 1895, 1896, 1897, and that's the end there. So it should be 1898 to start off with, but it is in fact 1900. So that's why we're missing one. So let's add it in to there. And we'll have to move all these coins along, and I'll update you in just a moment. So there we go. The crown is added in now. I have now quite a lot of old crowns. This is, of course, a nice wreath crown. We have some of the Jubilee ones and stuff there, and then onto the more common Cooper and nickel ones to the bottom. So there we go. A cool collection of crowns, enhanced now by the new 1898. Very nice indeed. So there we go. I'm sure you'll agree. Some nice silver there for my collection of silver, and some nice coins added to the collection and to the date run. My favourite is definitely the crown. I do love a crown, I must say. Just the feel of it is great. Please do comment down below the best coin you think that I've bought this week. Please, of course, as well, do leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed, and we'll see you again soon for some more coins in the future on Bits and Bobs. Bye for now.